Hello there, I'm just about to post my TNA No Surrender predictions. No Surrender comes up this Sunday. I just posted my SmackDown review from this tonight's SmackDown. I've been pretty good so far at pay-per-view predictions. 6 out of 8 at Night of Champions, 6 out of 8 at SummerSlam, 5 out of 7 at Breaking Point. That was WWE. I will now try TNA. So if we start with the match Eric Young versus Hernandez, I really don't see the point of that match because they had no build-up since Homicide turning on Hernandez. The key match here should be Homicide versus Hernandez, however they had that match 2 weeks ago on Impact and Hernandez won pretty decisive there. And this is kind of the final match of the feud, Eric Young versus Hernandez, because he's the leader of World Elite. However, I believe Hernandez will win. They need to build him up. He has to briefcase the right to face the champion whenever he wants. So he will win that match in some way, shape or form. You also have the Knockout Championship, ODB versus Cody Deaner. The winner will get the Knockout Championship. First off, I thought, and I still think to some extent, that it's a shame for a male wrestler to hunt the title when they have such a great female division, like 16 active competitors for the Knockout Championship that are females. They don't need to fool around on like this. However, on the latest episode of Impact, during the Lumberjack match, they really proved that the title meant something when all the knockouts went after Cody Deaner, beating him up for making claims for that very championship. So they proved that the title is coveted for the women in TNA. However, ODB will win this match and become the new Knockouts champion. We move on to the Lethal Lockdown, British Invasion and Booker T, Scott Steiner versus 3D and Beer Money. It's the Tag Team Champions versus the non-Tag Team Champions, with British Invasion having the IWGP Tag Team titles and Main Event Mafia having the Tag Team Championship. This is a mess. Get rid of the IWGP Championships. I've said it before and I say it again. However, in this match you will see Main Event Mafia and British Invasion come out on top. That's the only way I see it right now. And I think this combo of 3D and Beer Money is getting stale. They've done this tag team, this program with these two tag teams for a long time. Are they friends or are they not friends? But I believe that they will indeed lose here. And well, some new fresh booking for the tag team titles and get the IWGP titles out of TNA now. With all due respect for the titles, but they do not belong in TNA, and they already do have a tag team championship. And that makes me move on to the next match, because there's going to be another tag team championship in TNA, a Knockouts championship. That is great news. People seem to love it on the internet and fans all over the world. You will see the beautiful people taking on the combo of Tara, I believe it was, short memory, no, of course Taylor Wilde and Sarita. You saw the beautiful people defeating Tara and Christy Hemme on Impact this week. That's the way it was. However, we have now the case of Angelina Love not being with TNA any longer. As of now, I don't think they will have the visa issue resolved by Sunday. What will they do about this match? I believe they will put Madison Rayne in Angelina Love's place and have her team up with Velvet Sky. Seeing that this solution is kind of temporary, I think it was meant for the beautiful people to win the titles. Seeing that this solution is temporary right now and they might not know for sure where they are going with the beautiful people, I believe that you will see Sarita and her team win the titles. Well, Sarita and Taylor Wilde, they will win the Tag Team Championship for the Knockouts and become the first Knockout Tag Team Champions in TNA history. Kevin Nash versus Abyss. We will see Kevin Nash becoming $50,000 richer, mainly because Stevie Richards cannot end up on the losing streak anymore. He's done it for several months, and I don't see Abyss winning the Legends Championship. He does not have anything whatsoever to do with that title. Kevin Nash will win this match and become richer and build his character even more on a guy who's just there to make money. And before we go into the main event, we're going to have Rhino versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is the boss. Have you ever heard of the boss, Bobby Lashley? I think that's the most phony nickname, moniker I've ever heard. What the boss? What's that? Bruce Springsteen? We'll see Bobby Lashley win this match, of course. Nothing more to say. Rhino looked real good on Impact this past week. He should cut way more promos. It was really good when he represented the front line as their leader this past winter, spring as well. He's a real good guy on the mic. Got so much tension. He's got so much energy, and he is so credible on the mic. Very good. He's got a credible game face as well. Then we have the TNA Championship title match. AJ Styles versus Matt Morgan versus Kurt Angle versus Sting. This is practically the same match that we had on Hard Justice with the addition of AJ Styles. And speaking of this match, we will have to take into consideration what will happen at Bound for Glory 5 in October. I think we will have a situation like this. We will see Sting win the title this Sunday at No Surrender. Why? Because the last 3 Bound for Glories, I believe it is 3 in a row, maybe, I'm not sure, could be 3 in a row, I'm not sure, I could be wrong. But he has entered at least 3 out of 4 Bound for Glories, challenging for the title and leaving with the title. That's what Sting has done. Seeing as this probably is Sting's last pay-per-view with TNA, it's time to do the reverse. It's time for Sting to pass the torch. He will therefore win the title this Sunday at No Surrender, face AJ Styles out of respect at Bound for Glory, lose the title to AJ Styles, who will from there be the TNA Heavyweight Champion, World Heavyweight Champion that is, as well, and have a lengthy reign, and that will possibly be his last crack on going up to the top. To get recognition from a guy like Sting is perhaps the biggest thing you can get right now in TNA. You could of course have Kurt Angle versus and keep the title, face AJ Styles, but I don't see that happening. And mainly due to Kurt Angle not being able to elevate AJ Styles that much and excel him that much as Sting will be able to do if jobbing to AJ Styles. And we also then see, I believe, Kurt Angle versus Matt Morgan possibly at Bound for Glory. They have had a feud grooming for a long time now, and it will culminate at No Surrender and then build up for a match at, culminate at Bound for Glory with a match, but it will take off in a real spin at No Surrender. Of course, it could be the complete other way around with Matt Morgan joining Main Event Mafia, but I don't believe that's the case. I believe we'll have Kurt Angle versus Matt Morgan possibly at Bound for Glory. I know the money match, the talk of the town right now is Bobby Lashley versus Kurt Angle, but I think they need more than 4 to 5 weeks to build that up. Yeah, we had Bobby Lashley doing business and dealing with Main Event Mafia before, but they need a much longer feud than just a few weeks to build up what could be possibly the greatest match in TNA history, Bobby Lashley versus Kurt Angle. So I believe that's a match for a later date. And I also have to go hand in hand with the fact that I believe that Kurt Angle is actually going to lose the title to Sting and have Sting face AJ Styles, because if you have Kurt Angle, Bobby Lashley, that should be for the title, because if you have these two wrestling each other, that's definitely the best there is in TNA today. So that's my story. Of course, we could also have Kurt Angle versus Matt Morgan with the addition of Bobby Lashley in some way, but this is not the breaking point video. This is the video for No Surrender, so I'll stick back and go back to what I said. Sting will win the title. And that's the 8 matches that has been confirmed right now from TNA management, and there could be some bonus matches added in the last minute. We don't know about that, but there you got my predictions. Also be sure to check out my SmackDown review where Batista made his debut this week, and a lot of other stuff going on as well, the continuation of the screw job from Breaking Point. Tomorrow I will add the review of WWE's new DVD, The Best of SmackDown. Enjoy and have a nice day.